Hi everyone, I'm Stephanie Brinkerhoff with Hair and Makeup by Steph, and today I'm going to be showing you how to do this beautiful waterfall braid. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is get some curls in her hair. You definitely don't have to do the style on curly hair, but I think it's what I would prefer for the overall finished look. So I'm going to go in and just mist some of the Kenra Hot Spray 20. This is a really good curling spray and it also has a heat protectant in it. And I'm just going to do some loose flat iron curls. So I'm brushing this through. You can do curling iron curls, wand curls, or you can just leave it straight. I'm going to use the flat iron and just create some really loose waves. Okay, so with this curl, I'm just putting the flat iron in close to the top. I'm going to clamp it down and then rotate 360 degrees and then pull that through the ends. So you notice that I hold it a little bit longer at the top and then I go faster through the ends. Typically the top portion of the hair is a little bit thicker and healthier, so it takes longer to curl. And then the ends are more porous and a little bit finer, and those curl really easily. Okay, so I'm just gonna put that in, rotate it, go nice and slow. Okay, and then faster through the ends. So I want this to be more of a beachy look, so I'm going to alternate directions that I'm curling. If you want it to blend together and form more of a wave, then you can curl everything in the same direction. Okay, so I'm just continuing over to the opposite side, just using that same technique. So in starting this waterfall braid, I'm gonna take a really loose, natural section because I don't wanna create any harsh part lines right here around her face. So I'm going maybe an inch or two away from her hairline, and I'm just picking a piece up from the top. Okay, it's just a small section. So then I'm going to split that in three, as if I'm doing a normal 3-strand braid. And I'm going to do just one rotation of a normal braid. So my outside piece is gonna go over my inside piece, and then once again, outside piece, go over my inside piece. Okay, so with this piece that is now on the bottom, so I'm gonna drop that piece and then I'm going to pick up a new piece directly behind where I dropped that. So the larger the piece that you pick up at this point, the more dramatic your waterfall braid is going to look. So I'm just gonna continue. Cross my outside over the center, outside over the center, drop that piece, pick up a new bottom piece. Okay, cross into the middle, cross into the middle, drop that, pick up a new bottom piece. So the new bottom pieces that I'm picking up, I'm doing fairly large. Okay, so I'm just gonna repeat that process until I reach the center in the back. Okay, and then once I reach the center in the back, I'm just gonna clip this aside for now and do the other side, and then I'll come back to it later. Okay, so same thing on this side. Picking up a small section, a couple inches away from her hairline, divide that in 3, cross over, drop my piece, and pick up a new one. Okay, so then I'm going to unclip that one, and I'm going to bring both of these together, and I'm going to put those in an elastic. Okay, once this is secure, I'm gonna go in and detail the braid. So I'm going in with some of the Kenra Spray Clay 15, and I'm just gonna spray that throughout the braid as I pull up on a couple sections to make them a little bit bigger and deconstruct them a little bit. So the spray clay is just gonna give this a little bit of grit and texture and hold. And then I can deconstruct through the crown a little bit as well. So if you want to enhance the waterfall braid a little bit more, you can pick up the little individual pieces that you've dropped and you can smooth them with some pomade, or you can use some spray wax. I'm using the Kenra Platinum Working Wax. And this is just going to sort of highlight those a little bit more, make it a little bit more dramatic and noticeable. All right, so the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide this elastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick up a piece from underneath. This is coming from the ponytail. And I'm going to go in with a hairpin And I'm just going to stick this up through the elastic. Okay, so just like that. Then I'm going to wrap this hair around the elastic and the hairpin a couple of times until it's hidden. And then I'll take the tail end of that and I'll put it through the hairpin. Just like that. Okay, and then at this point, all I have to do while I'm holding this tight is pull out the hairpin. So I'm just gonna push this down. Okay, and that's pulling that through. All right, and then to finish the style, I'm just gonna go in with a little more of the Sprakeley 15 and just work that through her ends to give it some nice texture. Okay, and that's my final step for this waterfall braid. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please tell us what you think in the comments below, and if you want to see more styles from me, click on one of these videos.